Hi, I'm Ella Lord.
And I'm Gabby Burke. We're from the sustainability group at Taroona High School in Tasmania.
Why do some vaccinations need to be kept cool?
When vaccines aren't refrigerated, some of them can lose their potency. Heat denatures proteins in the vaccine. This means that when they get heated up, the proteins lose their shape. When this happens, the antibodies and the cells in your immune system that fight disease can't recognise them, and so they can't learn how to fight them. You can see what happens when proteins denature when you put an egg in boiling water and the whites turn opaque.
To keep vaccines cold, we need electricity. Electricity is a form of energy created by the flow of electrons through a conductor. This energy can be harnessed to do things like make light or to cool down a fridge.
When electricity first started being used commercially, it was made by household generators, which were expensive to run. Power plants made electricity much more accessible by running a lot of generators for lower cost and supplying the electricity to people's homes.
We continue to make advancements to the generation, storage, and use of electricity. Not that long ago, it would have been impossible to generate your own electricity using solar panels or to store it at your house.
These days, most electricity is made by burning non-renewable resources such as coal, oil, or gas, which are running out all over the world. It is important to switch to renewables before they run out completely so that it won't cause massive problems when this happens. Non-renewable resources are burnt to make electricity, and the products of this are greenhouse gases. This contributes to the rapidly increasing global temperatures and sea levels rising, which will especially affect Fiji. Fiji is a small archipelago in the Pacific Ocean that is very limited in non-renewable resources like coal, oil and gas. Importing those things is expensive and difficult for Fiji's economy.
There are many sustainable ways to generate electricity, including solar and wind power. Solar power turns sunlight into electricity using solar panels, which are made up of lots of photovoltaic cells, which are made of semiconducting crystals, such as those of silicon. When sunlight hits the cells, the photons of light cause electrons in the material of the cells to move around and make an electrical current. Wind power uses a wind turbine, similar to a windmill, to generate electricity. The wind pushes the blades around, which in turn spin gears which power a generator. Inside the generator, a coil of wire spins around inside a magnet, and the interaction between the magnetic field and the electric wire makes an electrical current. Because sunlight and wind are not constant, electricity generated using these methods needs to be stored in batteries so it can be used all the time.
For the medical centre in Fiji, the advantages of using solar would be it's cheap and easy to install, it's low maintenance, it has been proved to work in Fiji, it's quiet and still so won't be disruptive, and it's durable.
The disadvantages are there is not always the same amount of sunlight. Tropical monsoons can block the sun for days in Fiji. It takes up a lot of space, and it would need a cleared area without trees blocking the sun.
The advantages of using wind power are that Fiji lies in the path of Pacific trade winds that blow all the time. Most of Fiji is quite low-lying so that there isn't much to block the wind, and it doesn't require a lot of space because it would be mounted on a pole.
The disadvantages of a wind turbine are it is fragile and damage would be expensive to repair. It would need to be taken down in high winds. It's difficult and expensive to install and maintain. It would be noisy. It could be a danger to local birds and bats, and it hasn't been successfully tested in this area.
We've decided that solar is the best option. Our proposed system is mounting 2 solar panels to the roof of the medical centre because that will generate more than the required 2 kilowatts in 24 hours during the darkest parts of the winter, according to our solar calculator. The panels should be hooked up to an adapter to convert from DC to AC current and a storage battery for overnight use.
We chose solar over wind as it is generally less expensive, and because this is a not-for-profit project, the cost of the solution is an important factor. Wind power costs a lot to set up as well as to maintain. Also, this is a real-world situation which will affect real people's lives, so having a low-risk solution is important. Solar power is a reliable source of electricity, which has been shown by installations of solar in other parts of this region, which have been successful.
In contrast, wind power is a risky option as it hasn't been widely tested on such a small scale, especially in this area. One test in this area was cancelled because the turbine was damaged by a cyclone. The risk that this might happen at the medical centre means that solar is the safer option.
We would love to have the opportunity to go to Fiji, and we think that we would be good candidates because we are reliable,
We're hardworking,
We're good team members.
We're responsible.
We are used to representing our school so we know how to act properly.
We're used to travelling independently.
We are passionate about sustainability and helping others.
And we're both interested in pursuing these areas after school, so we would benefit from this experience.
Thank you very much for watching.
The sun is a mass of incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace, where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. Yo-ho!
Let's just leave that bit in.
We can have a blooper reel. Our proposed system is mounting 2 solar panels to the roof of the... Oh, should we close the door? Because I can hear an ankle grinder. Go away, dog! When did you learn to open doors?
Not the computer.
Get away from the computers! The risk that... Daisy! Stop it!